Gentlemen of the press, I'm glad to see you people once again and seeing you with joy and with the blessing of what has come and gone, which is election. In my environment here, there was no fracas, there was no fighting, everything came and it has gone. And in politics, it's just like a football. I'm sure all of you witnessed what happened in Qatar during the World Cup. And it came, and the honor, in every situation there is God. God monitors every aspect of human life. You look at it, and for us, some of us think that we doesn't like football, or football is not a theology of what God brought. But exactly every aspect you do in your life, there's time for everything. Election has come and it has gone. And what is there is that we are looking at issues where there was a mistake. Is it from the INEC, or is it from our human greed, or whatever? The winner knows whether he has won based on the popularity he has, or he has won through other means. We are looking at so many situations on it. But to me, whatever will not happen on Wednesday, it will never happen. If it is known to happen on Thursday, there is no human being that can bring it to happen on that Wednesday. It must happen on the Thursday approved by God. So as far as I am concerned, it has come, and let's gang around whosoever God has put in the throne. And we should gather our hand to pray for him, to look at the needs and the problems of Niger State. Believe me, in all honesty, I will not be afraid to say this thing everywhere. Niger State is being abandoned by a lot of lapses. We cannot say human making, you can say a lot of lapses. A governor cannot do all, he has to delegate power. And whosoever that the power has been delegated to should ask question, have I done well, or I did not do well? So in view of that circumstances, we need to check ourselves. Our people have been maltreated. Our people have been left behind. Our people have no leadership to control them, particularly what we have seen in various places that I have visited. There is no way any other person that has the love of the human being that can leave our people this way. So I have the passion, and like I've told to God, if my impact of looking for this thing will not affect my people, God should not give it to me. And maybe the prayer of mine has been answered. But we have never given up. We have not given up because God is in control. So I still own till I die. I'll be fighting for my people. Once anybody comes that they can treat them the best way I feel I can treat them, we'll run around that person. Everybody cannot be a leader. One person must be a leader. And I thank you very much for the cooperation that the press has given to us to make sure that they are in the middle of the cycle. I will not stop fighting until when I see that people that lives around me, people that live far away from me, people of Nigeria enjoy the status of what's supposed to be. Like you can see, a common spaghetti attracts somebody to sell his own mandate. And the people gave that kind of spaghetti a chance because they see that that is their last hope. The voters' orientation need to be elevated. The person that is giving that spaghetti does not know that he's doing a lot of harm. You give one cloth that they say 700, forgetting that your wife is tying a cloth of 1 million. So you have abandoned that kind of responsibility that you give spaghetti and you got what you have gotten. And you give substance. We too, we did the same. I'm not far away from that because some of our people bought cloth and give, and bought spaghetti and give. But is that what our people supposed to get in return? So these are the questions I will ask before I now decide to say, which way can I assist our people? Maybe we'll join hands to fight this kind of problems. Maybe we'll find a way to solve our own problem. This is the way I want to deal with the situation. Until these questions are answered, I'll be able to know the next line of action. No, if that is the party. That is the party. But as far as I'm concerned, there is no court that is more higher than the court of God. But when the party decide, they are individual, different from me. So as far as I'm concerned, I have an authority from my late father. He said, whatever you fight and the time has not come, keep on fighting. So going into another man to interpret the word of God shouldn't be the opposition. And that is the mantle of what I wear. But if the party decide to take their action, that is the party. They have the resources to do so. They have the mandate to do so because it's a party. No, you see, the problem is that how could it happen? Since I voted in my village and I'm still in my village because I have a village. And I know people of from my family, I know that I have a word to tell them. From my village, I have a word to tell them. From my own constituency, I have a word to tell them. The whole Nigerite, I have a word to tell them. I have to stay by them because they stood by me. So by me leaving the country to go and face my business, that does not speak well of me and my children. So I will have to stay, first of all, within my people, console them of what they think I should. I fought very well gallantly, and it has not come. So by going to start my business abroad does not speak well of me. And I have to stay here until when I find out that they believe in the philosophy of which I believe on.
Your Excellency, is it really true that I called Bago to congratulate him, or to really know the means, the way the rumor is going on? People are circulating the rumor, wanted to clear more air.
Calling Bago is personal. Calling Bago is absolutely personal. Somebody must have to take the mantle of leadership. And when you see it glaring, you just have to make an initiation for the person that is coming up to be comfortable. And maybe I did that exactly to say that he has to be comfortable and knows the battle before him. It's not he who shouts that make a loud voice. Other people are behind. It has never happened in the history of Niger State that the only gap, the so-called gap, was 82,420. For a one person who has fought, this is from the government, they are coming from the government. And whatever the government has in it, they have commissioners who they can send, they have so many people that they send to humiliate or intimidate people. Despite that, people stood up and say enough is enough. But when God says it is not enough, what can you say? So I fought very well. And basically, I will use this opportunity to tell whosoever that is there now, possibly the governor-elect, I want to tell him that he should be careful of sacrifice. He should be very careful of sacrifice, which is because number one system of people that will come around him are not the people that are interested in the common man's life. He should not forget where he starts from, and he should not project his end quickly, so that we will be able to have one Niger State. Thank you very much. Yeah, yesterday I was talking to some people because I was so afraid of the crowd that was coming in here. And I spoke to one or two people that they have to go and get NGO registered, by which to put our people to know what is best for them. We shouldn't leave everything for the government. People should at least embody, because they've enjoyed the system. It shouldn't be that during election is when they will enjoy such type of privilege. We should at least encourage other people to go around and educate them and bring them, at least to teach them how to make so many things to live on their own life. And based on that, I can sponsor a lot of people to go around the villages, the cities, to make a living for themselves.